Good evening, everyone. This is Srikanth Rajan from MPIinvest.com and welcome back to yet another review of the day that went by in the stock market. If you look at the stock market, yes, as expected, the market did open with a gap down at 17,009 and finally, with a volatile day, ended lower by 1.7%. Yes, in fact, closed at 16,953. This is lower than 17,000, but yes, I am still happy that 16,800 level, which we have been speaking about, is still not breached. So this is something that we need to watch. Still, there is no clarity on the market. We need to wait till tomorrow to understand what's happening. In fact, if you look at the European markets, the France and Britain is also down by almost 2% and Germany is also down by 1.4%. Even if you look at the US futures, they are also down by almost 200%. Majorly because of this Fed hawkish statements which actually came by, stating that almost a 50 points basis points hike in the interest rate is expected in May. But what the analysts believe is it may not be just 50 basis points, but it can be 75 basis points, which is equivalent to 0.75% increase in rates, which is needed to control the inflation. There are also concerns that inflation can go much out of higher than hands what right now is, and this actually can create trouble for entire global markets, and that's exactly why the market is kind of reacting like this. But if you look at Indian market is not so bad, because in US I told you the major companies have been coming with results which are not that great, but if you look at Indian market, the results are great. ICICI in fact can be even considered equivalent to HDFC today. Even though HDFC is the country's largest lender, ICICI has become more profitable, and now people are even saying that ICICI could be the next HDFC bank in India. So that is what actually held up to the market today, I can say, because ICICI, though it was a volatile, but continued to stay positive till the end of the day, supporting the entire banking sector. And that's exactly why we could see the finance and bank sector in the positive territory today. In fact, Nifty private bank closed at 0.4% positive and Nifty bank was 0.3% positive, and financial services was 0.1 positive. Except these three sectors, every other sector was in negative. In fact, realty was down 3.6% low and metal was down 2.7%. Nifty oil and gas was down 2.4%. Exceptional would be Gujarat Gas, which actually went up today. But if you look at the market, Coal India was the major loser with 6.51% down, and BPCL was down 6%, majorly after the announcement of disinvestment being on hold. Yes, so the privatization of BPCL is on hold, and which actually became negative for the market, and it was down 6%. Tata Steel also was down more than 4%. SBI Life and other insurance companies also were down today as LIC IPO is approaching. So this is also one thing that can be looked at. Hindalco was down 3.48%, but yes, Hindalco is still looking good. So this is going to be a good company because we are having news that the results that is going to come from Hindalco is going to be really good. So as per a market research report, Hindalco is going to come with a profit of more than 200% higher than last year. So this, if it is confirmed, can actually give more positivity to Hindalco. But till then, yes, this could be a stock that can be added on SIP, which I will be doing right now. So apart from that, we could see the top gainers were Bajaj Auto, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Axis Bank and HDFC. Yes, except auto sector it was Bajaj Auto sector, of course Bajaj Auto is expected to come up with results soon this week. But apart from that, there was this big positivity in the financial and banking sector because of ICICI Bank, and we could see HDFC Bank even rising up to 1.06% in the day. If you look at mid cap and small cap, both the sectors were down. Mid cap was down minus 2.15% and the small cap was down 2.18%. So both these sectors were down. In fact, this is why I say when the market is doing good, the small cap and mid cap will rise farther, and when the market is bad, they fall the highest. And that's exactly why people who don't want to take much risk should stay away from small cap and mid cap and stick to just the Nifty 50 stocks. Now coming to the major fall contribution today to FMCG was because of the palm oil prices going up. Yes, we had discussed this in the morning report. I told you that palm oil prices are going to go up because Indonesia has put a ban on the export of palm oil. In fact, India is the world's largest importer of palm oil, and this actually has put a heavy price on the FMCG stocks because major biscuits and chocolate companies use palm oil for their production, and because of which we can see the other side where Adani Wilmar went up by almost 3% and Ruchi Soya went up more than 15% just because they were the manufacturers of these oil. But in the afternoon, there was also an update that said that Indonesia is not banning entire palm oil export, but just the refined one. That is, crude palm oil would still be available. So that actually puts these companies in profit because they can buy this oil and actually purify it, refine it, and sell it in the market, and which could increase their profitability. That's exactly why we could see the Adani Wilmar and Ruchi Soya prices going up in the day. Apart from that, if you look at ICICI Bank, which actually stayed well within the range, though did not fall, neither it went up really in this kind of negative market, right? So it was actually trading very well. In fact, Macquarie has actually come with the outperform rating on ICICI Bank with the target price of 1000, which indicates a 33% upside from the existing price. So in fact, apart from that, this has actually given power to the entire banking and financial sector. If you look at the next some stock specific news, SBI Cards has partnered with TCS to revamp their digital experience. So this is going to benefit both TCS as well as SBI Cards. But though both of them were really little down today. Mindtree has partnered with Sapiens to offer software solutions to insurance industry. So this is positive for Mindtree, and probably it's a time to start SIP with Mindtree in the coming days. But for people who actually went ahead and took some risk of investing into Future Group after Reliance was planning to take it over, today they would have gone into trouble because it opened with a gap down and fell as much as 20% in a single day just because Reliance has called off the deal. This is exactly why we say to stay away from such companies which is not fundamentally strong, right? So this is something that we need to always keep a note of. Apart from that, if you see coming to global market, the global market today have been focused this week because more than 160 companies are set to report their earnings this week in the US, and all eyes will be on the big tech companies like Amazon, Apple, and the Alphabet, which is the parent company of Google, and Meta platform, which is the Facebook, and Microsoft coming up with their reports this week. So this can actually keep the market entirely volatile, and like I told you, this week being the monthly expiry for April, that this week is going to be really volatile. So all inexperienced traders better stay away from the market, and even experienced traders are finding it difficult to manage things in this market. So it is actually a tough phase that's going on right now, right? So with this, we are looking at the US market now closely. We need to see how it opens in the evening and how it closes by the morning tomorrow. That will give us an idea on how the market could perform tomorrow. As on today, this indication is not clear on how market could perform tomorrow. However, we can only be glad that the market closed well above 16,800. So with that, let me end this day, but remember to press the like button and support us, and also remember to put any of your comments and feedbacks which we need a clarification on from us. With that, this is Srikanth Rajan signing off. Goodbye until we catch up tomorrow morning.